It all began with a seemingly harmless comment on my latest OnlyFans post. I'm Jackie, a well-known OnlyFans model with thousands of subscribers. I had shared a particularly daring photo that day, expecting the usual flood of compliments and flirtatious messages. But this time, it was different. The comment came from a user with a nondescript username. "I can't wait to see you in person." I brushed it off initially, thinking it was just another fan expressing their desire to meet me. However, the messages started pouring in, each one more disturbing than the last. He vividly described what he wanted to do to me, his fantasies, and how he was willing to do anything to make them a reality. Creeped out, I blocked him, thinking I could move on with my day. Little did I know, this was just the beginning. Soon, messages flooded in from different accounts, all with similar disturbing content. They were from different parts of the world, from London to Tokyo to Rio de Janeiro. Panic set in when I realized this person wasn't just obsessed, he was following me no matter where I went. Random gifts and notes started appearing at my doorstep. Roses with love letters, expensive lingerie, even a plane ticket to a private island. It was clear this person had money and resources and was determined to get closer to me. Terrified, I tried changing my routine, but the stalker always found me, lurking in the shadows, watching my every move. Things took a darker turn when I received a video of myself inside my own home. Hidden cameras were installed everywhere, and I felt violated and exposed. I called the police, but without solid evidence, they couldn't do much. The stalker remained one step ahead, and I feared for my life. Then, a message arrived with a location and time, a deserted cabin in the woods. If I didn't go, compromising videos of me would be released. Terrified but determined, I armed myself with pepper spray and a small knife and went to the cabin. As I arrived, I saw a figure in the shadows, the stalker, wearing a ski mask. My heart raced as I tried to negotiate, pleading for him to leave me alone. Suddenly, he lunged at me, and a desperate struggle began. I fought with everything I had, but he overpowered me. Just when I thought it was over, the police arrived, having traced my location through my phone. The stalker was arrested, and I could finally breathe a sigh of relief. I couldn't believe the nightmare was over. From that day forward, I became more cautious with my online presence, learning the hard way that not everyone on the internet is who they seem. Sometimes the scariest monsters are the ones hiding in plain sight. I sat in my room, scrolling through my OnlyFans feed. I had put in a lot of effort to create content that my fans would enjoy, and it was paying off. My subscriber count was on the rise, and I was starting to earn a decent income from my side hustle. However, as I went through the comments, one caught my eye. It was from my uncle, someone I never expected to see on my page. "I have to admit, I like your content, Emma," the comment read. My heart skipped a beat. My uncle was a conservative man, always emphasizing appropriate behavior and maintaining a good reputation. The sight of him commenting on my provocative photos and videos sent shivers down my spine. I tried to dismiss it, convincing myself that he was just curious and would forget about it soon. But with each passing day, more comments from my uncle appeared, each one more graphic and unsettling than the last. Discomfort turned into fear as I realized he was genuinely enjoying my content. The feeling of being watched haunted me, knowing that my own family member was lusting after me. I attempted to ignore it, but the comments persisted, growing more frequent. One night, as I prepared for bed, a noise outside my window caught my attention. Brushing it off as the wind, I climbed into bed, but the eerie feeling of being watched lingered. Closing my eyes, I tried to sleep, but the sensation intensified. The curtains in my room began to sway despite closed windows. My heart raced as I heard faint breathing near my bed. Sitting up, I realized the sound was coming from right beside me. Trembling, I reached for my phone, turning on the flashlight. What I saw sent chills down my spine. My uncle was kneeling beside my bed, eyes locked on me with desire and a twisted smile. I screamed, scrambling out of bed, running out of my room and out of the house. I didn't stop until I reached my neighbor's house, banging on their door and begging for help. The police were called and my uncle was arrested. He had secretly followed my OnlyFans, becoming obsessed, even breaking into my house to get closer to me. Traumatized, I deleted my OnlyFans account and moved far away from my uncle. Trust in my family shattered. The thought of creating any sexual content made me physically ill. Living in constant fear, I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched, even when alone. Though I escaped my uncle's obsession, the scars left behind would never truly heal. It was a dark and stormy night as I drove down the deserted road, heading home from work, yearning for the comfort of my own space. Little did I know, that night would take a sinister turn. As I pulled into my driveway, a sense of unease gripped me when I noticed a black van parked in front of my house. My heart raced, and I quickly locked my car doors, scanning my surroundings for any signs of danger. Suddenly, a hand covered my mouth, and a chilling voice whispered in my ear, "Don't scream or I'll hurt you." My eyes widened in terror as a burly man wearing a ski mask stood behind me, dragging me into his van and securing me with bindings. Confused and scared, I struggled to understand his intentions. He knew my name and the horrifying realization struck me. He had been watching me. He revealed his twisted plan. I had to post a compromising video on OnlyFans, or he would bring harm upon me. Trembling with fear, I pleaded for mercy, but he remained unmoved. He showed me a video of myself in my own bedroom, proving he had been spying on me for weeks. Tears streaming down my face, I felt cornered and terrified for my life. Reluctantly, I complied with his demands, posting the compromising video on OnlyFans. The man warned against involving the police or disclosing our encounter. Violated and in constant fear, I lived with the haunting sensation of being watched. One night, scrolling through my OnlyFans account, I discovered a disturbing development. The video I posted had been shared multiple times, exposing my personal information. The man had used my OnlyFans account to ensnare other women. Driven by a sense of responsibility, I turned to the police, laying bare every detail of my harrowing experience. With their help, they tracked down the man, putting an end to his sick game. While I found some closure, the trauma left an indelible mark on my psyche. Though the immediate threat was gone, I struggled to shake off the lingering fear and vulnerability. The painful lesson taught me the dangers of the internet, and I vowed to remain vigilant, safeguarding myself from potential threats in the future.